Hey, it's JW, and I'm going through my YouTube timeline as I do every day. And I've been concentrating on certain types of people as this fraudulent election season kicks off with debates and all the rest of it. And one of the guys I like to pay attention to is Dr. Shiva, and he is also running for president this year. The Shiva 2024. Now he knows, and I know, and you probably know, that he's not going to win. He's not in it to win it. Although it would be a wonderful thing for the United States if he did win it, because he's, number one, brilliant. No other politician in this race is brilliant. Now you might think that that other Indian fellow, Vivek the fake, Vivek the snake, you might think he's pretty smart. Well, if you look into him, you'll realize that he's a pretty big fraud. He used to own a drug company. He's pro all the things that most truthers like myself are against. So, by the way, when I say truther, I'm a proud truther. I believe that what that means is I'm one of those individuals who looks to find the truth in everything. And there's a lot of fakery going on out there, and so I make a point, if something affects me, to make certain that it's on the level, and that I know I'm being lied to 99% of the time. And so I look for people who, no one can be 99% certain that someone is trustworthy. But I'm pretty certain I've done my research on a few of these people, and Dr. Shiva is certainly one of them. If you don't know about his background, he came to this country as a young boy with his parents from India, and he grew up living with his grandmother and parents in a very small village. His grandmother was actually a medicine woman. She was the one the villagers would come to when they were sick or needed help with something physical or mental. And he came to this country, I believe, at 14 years old. He invented email at, I think, 16 years old. I don't know if Google has updated he has so much evidence that, the government believes that he invented it even. And but I don't know if you look up the inventor of email who they would tell you did, but I'll have to check that out. Maybe I'll do it during this video. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so he came to this country, I believe he was 14. Like I say, he invented email, I think at like 15 or 16 years old. He was working in an office, and he set up the first email system. Because they used to have those in and out baskets and stuff, and it was very, very crude if you think back. Not that many years ago, before this technology came into play. But he's a brilliant man, and I encourage you to do some research and find out for yourself. He's got a ton of videos. His channel is Dr. Shiva Aradari, MIT PhD. If you just type in the YouTube search bar, Shiva, Dr. Shiva, it'll come up, and you'll a ton of interesting videos. And this particular video is it's about health, the future of medicine, and I was just finishing that up. But I also want to go to another video that he, with another gentleman, answers the same questions that the Republican candidates were asked on the debate last night. I did not watch the debate. I don't watch television at all, but I did come onto YouTube today just to see what was going on in terms of, I didn't actually watch the actual debate. I just went to people I trust and see what they thought of it. And I'll probably later on go and see. It sounded like it was a real crap show. But my internet again, slower than molasses, is that, I mean, I got high speed internet, and this summer it's just this. I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but it always seems like when I'm looking for someone who the mainstream is not in favor of, my internet seems to be slower. I know that's going overboard on my conspiracies, but um, yeah. So I'm gonna just pull up Dr. Shiva right now, and I'm sure a bunch of videos are gonna pop up. Dr. Shiva A. Ayadori. Here's one. Here's one right here. I Run for President, it's called. I don't think this is the debate one, but let's see what this one is. I haven't watched this one. Yeah, this isn't the debate one. The debate one's actually a couple of hours, and he does answer all.
What's up, Doc?
Good. How you guys doing?
All right, all right.
This is an interview with these three folks. They must have some sort of interview program. And Shiva's, I'm just telling you, if you haven't watched him, he can be brusque, and when he wants to make a point, he'll use foul language, but it's to make a point. Like I said, he's brilliant. Like I said, he came over to this country at 14, invented email. He went to MIT, and he has a PhD and two other doctorate degrees from MIT. Like I say, he's brilliant. He was he's an inventor of several companies. One of them is a health-related company where he's able to test different herbs and non-traditional type plants and stuff, and see if they work against certain diseases. It's called cytosol, I think. And again, if you go to his channel, and you'll find a tremendous amount of information on him. But I'm really excited that he's running for president again, because, as he said, he knows he can't win. But that's not the point. The point is that we need to spread the message. He flat out calls these people liars and thieves, and he's got plenty of data to back up everything he says. So he would be a formidable opponent. But as you know, they won't let a guy like him in the race. They'll let Vivek the snake on the stage, because they know he's fake. He's just don't fall for him. Believe me, he is controlled opposition in my mind. And Dr. Shiva said that he didn't say he was controlled opposition. He said he termed the coin Vivek the snake. But I did some research on my own, and you can tell he owns some drug company, and he sold it for $7 billion. He's pro everything I'm against, and then he comes out and tells you that he's for the middle class. Well, if you owned a pharmaceutical company, and you sold it for $7 billion, you're not part of the middle class. By the way, Shiva is a billionaire as well, but he earned it through his own efforts and hard work of buying companies. And like I say, he's an MIT grad. He's brilliant. He's been paid tremendous consulting fees because he's smart, not because anyone gave it to him. He came, like I said, he came over to this country with barely the clothes on his back, and his parents, they worked hard and gave him a good upbringing. Moved to a neighborhood that there was a good school, because that's what people from some cultures like India do, and Koreans are the same way. They come to this country and they do whatever it takes to succeed. And it sounds like his parents did the same thing. And just a fascinating guy, and I just wanted to give you a heads up on him. And I hope you will take the time to check him out. And if you're looking for truly an alternative candidate, not these fake alternative candidates like fake the snake. Not those types. I'm talking real alternative candidates. So I hope you'll take the time to check them out. And like I said, my internet's real slow. I was going to try to pull up that video for you, but I'm going to sign off, and I think I'm going to do another video a little later on. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.